Aston Villa's unbeaten home records come to an end today against Sheffield Wednesday. Ended Aston Villa 1, Sheffield Wednesday 2. Let's see what the fans have got to say.
Well, we got off to the worst possible start. Obviously, the ball comes down, it's up, absolutely beautiful for him, didn't it? It was asking to be hit, but what a hit! Yeah. I mean, that's hands off to him. What a hit! And you're just sitting around and you're thinking, wow. But then after that, you're thinking, we really need a reaction, but there wasn't a reaction, was there? There was nothing. And then obviously John Terry went off injured, and it was one thing after another, and I think it was about 2 minutes after John Terry went off, that's when they scored again. And then some weird substitutions. I didn't understand the subs either.
Pretty much everything that went wrong. How could you see it?
Well, partly us, and then second half, I'd say the ref was the only problem.
Just diabolical, really. Preston was just nothing compared to that. We just basically scrapped Preston from the goal difference. The only plus side we can have is probably we could possibly take out of it is we're still in the playoffs at the moment.
I think this is the first game I've actually turned up to feeling confident from the recent run that we've been on. We've gone from the best performance I think of the season to the worst. There's some things that have gone against us today. That was a worldie from them within 20 seconds. I don't know how you're going to stop that. And you know, as you said in your preview, you can get a man sent off, or that can happen. But I didn't think we were going to lose today. I think even when it went 1-0 down, I thought we could still get back into it. But Terry goes, everything's just capitulated.
It seemed like everything went wrong today. Just from the opening goal in the first minute, kind of tough. Then losing Terry, just not a good day. Then Samba getting nutmegged for the second goal wasn't too great. But at the end of the day, you got the international break, so nice break for the boys, and then hopefully come back and rally around and push on for the end of the year.
I'd have to worry about Bruce's tactics. They've done their own work on us exactly today. And you know, you can see the midfield was so weak compared, and we lost that extra man in midfield, which we had on Wednesday. We looked at a different formation. Davis holding it up and knocking it back to the midfield. Today it was Davis and Hogan. Well, they didn't know which one should cover the areas, really.
The only sub I like was Grealish coming off with Whelan. And I'm not saying it because I like Grealish. I think I'm saying it because Grealish has been out and he wants a game.
I felt, really sorry for Hogan. I was really looking forward to seeing him and Davis up front. We've been after that since Keenan really burst onto the scene. But, then they shove him out on the wing. It really broke up any sort of momentum that he was going to get. Very strange. I don't know why he didn't bring Jedinak on. I can only think, wasn't it against Wednesday here last year when he came on and he was brilliant. I can only think he doesn't trust him for 70 minutes. But that's the only. That was strange. That was strange because it took Samba 10 minutes to get into the game. We were pretty rudderless within there for the first 10 minutes. He looked like a player who hadn't played for months.
I'll defend Samba. I thought when he come on, okay. First 5 minutes just to get the speed, but I thought he did all right. To be fair, he played well. He didn't worry me when anything went to him. I think the key substitutional error was when he brought Snodgrass off. I can only assume he's injured. It aggravated the rib injury he had, but he was not happy when he went off. No. He was the tantrums on the bench, but he should have brought Grealish on, not O'Hare, and then freshen it up from there to give Jack a good 45 minutes. Because the last 15 minutes he come on, he did actually make a bit of a difference, but it was just too late.
Our central midfield was actually non-existent. Whelan and Houlihan were dead on their feet. They were struggling first half. That's probably, if you're going to put that up there, that's probably the worst first half we've seen, and could see two. First one, good one. Second one, just danced all the way through. It was like an Arsenal goal. He was just danced the way through, bang, 2-0, and we were struggling from there.
It was so frustrating to watch. I mean, we were fortunes for really with the first goal. Nothing we could have done, in my opinion. Johnston, can't blame him at all. I thought Terry, can't blame him either. I mean, he tried his best to get it away. However, obviously, like I said, very unlucky. Very frustrating to watch, especially we couldn't seem to string more than 3 or 4 passes before giving away possession, which needs to change ASAP. I mean, that honestly reminded me of the season we got relegated in the Premier League. I mean, the way there was no urgency, there seemed to be no commitment to the challenges, and we just seemed lazy, really. If that's fatigue due to the international break and how much we've been playing recently, that Obviously that could be a factor. However, I think we could have definitely improved in the first half, and the second goal in the first half just killed us really.
I think 3 games in 6 days is a contributing factor at all. Or, I mean, I suppose Sheffield Wednesday have had a similar run as well. Do you think you should have freshened it up a bit more?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought, you know, Holte End is, you know, he's done well again today.
Yeah, yes.
But I didn't, you know, I thought Taylor should have started. I thought Jedi should have came on and should have started. Yeah, just freshen the team up and mix it up a little bit, because as you said, it's, you know, 3 games in 6 days. You can't keep the level of performance every single time, and you need to be, you know, competing for places and mixing it up a bit.
Well, their first goal was absolutely. We didn't expect it at all. I mean, me and my dad were laughing that it came that early, but the second goal, I think, was a mistake by the players. They just let the defender went through the midfield, and I really didn't like that at all.
I think you should have a word with your dad for laughing when Villa concede. I don't think that's on.
Only Villa could be the week we've had. You know, the run we've been on, lauding Terry, you know, because just totally deserved. And then 20 minutes with 2-0 down and Terry's in the change room's injured. You know, one of those days.
Looked a bad one as well, I think.
Yeah, for him to go like that, you know. And we've been dreading that, haven't we? We've been dreading that happening. You know, if you lose Terry, you know, as you mentioned in your video, 3 games in 6 days. We've been dreading that happening, and it's happened. I can only hope the magic sponge and he's fine.
When Snodgrass went off, Grealish would have been like for like on the wings there, because he didn't really make sense when Snodgrass went off to put Hogan on the wing. No. I felt a bit sorry for him getting chucked out there. So because I think Hogan, given a chance, he's going to score some goals.
People are saying Hogan played badly, whereas I just don't think he's getting the service he deserves. He's making runs off the ball, he's trying to make runs on the ball, but it's just not coming off for him, and I hope it does soon.
I feel for the lad. I really want him to do well, but he's just not. And there's only so many times you can give a guy a chance and give excuses for him, but yeah, there was no one dropping in. When Keenan Davis gets the ball, he wasn't, you know, he can hold it up, but he wasn't giving it to anyone when usually Onima is, and Hogan, it's just, I don't know, just the balance of the team didn't work for me today.
Yeah, I felt beforehand, and I did put out there that this strike partnership could work, but it just didn't, and I feel for him because he's a good player, but it's just not working.
People have been getting on Hogan's back, but I thought today he put a shift in today, and I thought he impressed me at least. Hutton as well, I think he's quite consistent at the moment. Like, he seems to go through a period each season where he's just class really. He gives 110% every game, and he's defensively sound. But I think, like I said, Hogan was okay. Callum O'Hare, weird time to bring him on, I thought, but yeah, considering how young he is and he hasn't got too much experience in the first team, I thought he did okay for himself. He gave it his all. He was probably the most energetic on the pitch, which was good to see. But overall, there was probably them 3 players who impressed me the most.
Do you think it was just one of those days, or are you worried a bit more long term just after one defeat?
No, I'm not worried, because we've obviously been on a good run of form. We've done well recently. Obviously, we've gone from one extreme to the other. We played so well Wednesday night, and you thought, wow, that was a complete performance. It's a bit like night and day, but that's what the Championship is, isn't it? So I'm not too worried. Hopefully, we need to bounce back now. We bounced back well after the Wolves game, and now we must bounce back well.
I've been wide for quite a few years, but it is a bad day at the office, and I hope we'll turn it around again soon, really.
It is a bit disappointing when we're just going to capitalise on teams, and just the result just goes bad. We've got away with it against Wolves, we've got away with it today. We're probably going to be ending up 6th in the table if Leeds win tonight, but we can just hopefully we can stay in there and freshen it up come end of November.
If you could give this video a like, even though it's a disappointing result, you'd be helping the channel out massively. And comment below if you can dissect what formation we were playing at the end of the game, and give us your thoughts on the performance. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel with your post notifications on. Again, that helps the channel grow massively, and we appreciate all the support we've been getting this season and last season. Stick with the channel, stick with the Villa of the Villa. If you enjoyed that video, why not watch another? Click the video choices on screen now to go and watch them in full. Be sure to subscribe to the channel by clicking our logo there on the left. Easy peasy.